Hey there, fellow wood shavers. Brian here with the Wood Shave Experience. Thank you for tuning in to today's video. I know it's been a while, but I got one for you today. And in today's video, we were going to use Ariana and Evans, the Shaving Shop Club. This is Vida After Dark, and this is in the new VR1 base, which is the new vegan base. This will be my first time trying the vegan base. We have the matching splash. Awesome artwork, by the way, done by Shaving with Raza. So Raza, I think, nailed it on this one. He also did the artwork on the original Vida that came out, and this was the group soap for the Lather and Blade group, I think. And so this is supposed to be a darker version of the original. For a razor today, we are using the Yates Precision Manufacturing M921. It's got, I think, a third use Nasset blade in it, and this is in the stonewash finish. We have the Alpha Shaving synthetic brush here. We are all lathered up here in the Lancaster Razorworks shave bowl. Very nice sheen to this lather. Let me wet the face and we'll get started. Hope everybody's doing well out there. I know it's been over a week since I've been able to get a video. Again, just a lot of stuff going on here in our household, and it's just been harder and harder to get a shave in the bathroom by myself. So here we go. I think I got it lathered up pretty good. So this is the new vegan base. I believe, from what I understand, this will ultimately replace the shea butter, which I thought the shea butter was really good. I'm working on 3 days growth here, by the way. I have not shaved since Friday. And a lot of my off-camera shaves, I've been using this Darkwing that was sent to me by Chicago Grooming Works to test. So I've been doing that on my off-camera shaves, which has been frequently lately. Not all of them, but many of them. So put that to the side. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. We did hit over 600, so super excited about that. So I think we're at like 618 last time I checked. You know, every once in a while, you lose a couple, you gain a couple, etc. So, so 600, so I will be doing a 600 subscriber giveaway soon. So I'll put that together. You may have an announcement about that coming up in the near future. And so if you're new, welcome. If you're watching this for the first time, please consider hitting that subscribe button below. If you like anything you see in this video at all, hit that thumbs up button. All that helps YouTube algorithms, helps the channel. And if you've been here for a while, I appreciate the continued support. So that does it for the public service announcement. So let's get on with the shave. The Yates razor is a little bit, I don't want to say squared off, but they definitely give you an angle here. What I've noticed is that I've only used this about 2 or 3 times. I think this might be my 3rd time. But what I did notice in the first 2 shaves, I think I did one on camera and one off camera, is that you really kind of have to get the angle on this dialed in. But I think once you do, it is very smooth. But they definitely give you the angle, and I think that the window for your shave angle is a little smaller on this and less forgiving than on some other razors. So like on your, I feel like on like your Mercures and your Rockwells and some of your other razors, your shaving angle window is a little bit wider. So if you're not right on, you're still gonna be within your window and have no problems. And then there's some razors like this one, and also the winning razor, or not, excuse me, the America razor from the Wet Shaving Club, which is also made by Yates Precision Manufacturing. Kind of has a similar top cap and base plate geometry. So this is the M plate, which is I think the medium. They do have, I think, a high and an extra high or something like that for more blade feel. And then they have multiple finishes in this. I think they have the stonewash. I think there's a bead blasted, and there's an as machined, and then I think they have a chrome, and they also have like a heat treated one that looks kind of rainbowish now. But I think if you get the angle right on this razor, definitely rewards you with a good shave. So far, the vegan base is very nice. I think I probably could have used a little bit more water in there. All right, pass one down, no problems at all. I did notice the consistency of the vegan is definitely a little bit harder than like on the Kaizen or on typical tallow-based soap, some of the softer soaps you're seeing these days. It's not super hard, but it's a little bit more, almost want to say gummy and a little bit thicker. It did spread just fine in my bowl. I had no problems with that or anything. So it's not a hard soap, but it's definitely harder and a little bit more, I don't know, gummy to me than the K2E or the K2. So drinking my Keurig coffee with my Razor Company mug. That was generously sent to me as a gift from Jason at the Razor Company. So thank you, Jason. All right, still got some lather on my face left over. Let's get into pass two. But definitely a nice creamy consistency. I don't know if you can see that there. It's hard to see the sheen, I think, in the camera. I think I even went a couple of days last week without even shaving at all. That's how crazy it's been around here lately. So I've got a lot going on just with the family. Again, like I said, my wife going back to work. Got my in-laws staying here right now, which is, they had a small fire in their place, electrical fire, so they've been staying here while that's getting all straightened out and fixed. So that's kind of just added to the busyness around here. They've been great guests though, and so I don't mind. So they've been pretty helpful with the kids, and the kids have enjoyed having grandma and grandpa here. So that's all been good. All right, so the scent on this, I might have to, if I grab my reading glasses. I wrote this down. So this is, so let's talk about the scent. Scent strength, I'd say is, it's not one of the stronger A&E ones in my opinion. I'd say medium 5, 5.5-ish. Off the tub. And so the scent notes on this are, I'm gonna see if I can get this: lime, blood orange, bergamot, palo santo, agave, tequila. And I wrote that down. Birch tar, benzoin, wormwood, labdanum, I don't know if I can say that right, labdanum, sandalwood, an Indonesian vetiver, and boy, that one I wrote down back there. Oh, tobacco maybe? I can't even read my own writing. My eyes are getting so bad, I've got my contacts in, that I find myself, and it's just the way it works. I started using reading glasses, but the more and more you use them, the worse and worse your eyes get, and the more reliant on them you become. So I'm down to the point where I'm almost having to use them all the time, and I don't have the best writing anyways. So anyways, I think I got them all. So I'm gonna say this is not my favorite scent. I mean, it's a nice scent. I much prefer the scent on this one better, to be honest. I'm not really finding a darkness in this. To me, this actually smells fruitier than the original Vida. So, so I don't really know where the darkness is supposed to be like I said, the darker cousin in the scent description. But to me, it's not really darker than the original Vida, but it's definitely a different scent than the original Vida. I actually almost find this fruitier. It almost smells to me like, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but like kind of a fruity gum. I mean, I think the lime and the blood orange and the bergamot and the agave and the tequila really kind of give it almost a sweet note to it. And it's okay, but it's a little almost too sweet for me, actually. And so that's kind of where I'm coming at. I really get the sweet notes off of it versus any dark notes. I thought it was interesting that it had wormwood in it. I don't know if you're from Chicago, if you've ever been to Chicago, but my sister and brother-in-law lived in Chicago, and I went to visit them a few years ago, and we went out to a bar, and my brother-in-law was a bartender, and so we went out and went to this bar, and he ordered me a shot of Malorts. I don't know if you've ever had Malorts, but if anybody ever offers you some Malorts, politely decline. I feel like though it's a rite of passage when you go to Chicago to take a shot of Malorts. I found but it's made from I think it's made from wormwood, if I'm not mistaken. And it was like an alcohol that was created during the Prohibition, and for some reason it's derived from wormwood, and for some reason it was I'm kind of going off memory here because it's been a long time since I looked it up, but I think for some reason it was legal, or there was because it came from the wood or something. I don't know exactly what made it legal, but people drank it during Prohibition. If I'm getting the story right. So if I'm wrong, my memory is not great. You can correct me in the comments below. But honestly, it was one of the most disgusting things I've ever tasted. But like I said, I feel like it was like a rite of passage in Chicago. But so anyways, so I think the scent's nice, but it's definitely probably, and I'm liking the base. Although this is my first use, so I can't really fully evaluate the vegan base, but it's definitely given me everything I need for the shave today. Allow that up really nicely. It's a really nice, thick, creamy lather. So I definitely can't complain of anything about that. I would definitely look forward to trying more scents that might be up my alley in the vegan base. Okay, well, it looks like I got myself right there. So not a perfect shave. Again, this razor is, it's a really nice razor, but you definitely have to get the angle, because if you don't have the angle right, it will let you know for sure. So I think that's the only one I got. The one I did off camera the other day was even worse. I got a couple other nicks, so, but it's a very efficient shave. All right, I'm gonna rinse the face here. Water's cold and refreshing. It was like 32 degrees here today, or this morning. So definitely still pretty cold, but no rain, so I cannot complain about that at all. We get a lot of rain here. but I would much prefer being cold and sunny, which is what it was yesterday and supposed to be today. So I am perfectly happy with that. I think I got a little bit around my nose I didn't get. I'm gonna try to pick up here. Yeah. There we go. All right, there we go. I need to do that. All right, so like I said, I know this razor is made by Yates. Again, well, this is the Yates, so you can see they have their logo right there. I don't know if it'll focus on that or not. Anyways, so I would say, so they make this razor, they make a couple different plates for it. The handle is a little thin for me and long. I prefer a little bit thicker, a little bit shorter. They do have a thicker handle. I've seen IMCDB use it. I haven't used it. It looks almost in pictures like it might be a little too thick. What I'd like to see is something kind of in the middle, but it is shorter and fatter. So they do make that as an option. But they also make the wet shaving clubs, the winning razor, and they make the America razor. So I would say, like, if you were to take the three razors, the winning razor is definitely the least efficient, but most mild and most forgiving razor of the three. And then I think this one sits in the middle. And so this one is a little bit more aggressive and more efficient than the other two, than the winning razor, but it's not aggressive, it's just more aggressive than the winning razor. And on the other side, I think you have the America razor, which I think feels a little bit more blade feely to me than this one. Definitely also have to get the angle right on that one. I think I had it somewhere here actually. I actually like the handle on, this is the America. I actually like the handle on the America better than the handle on the Yates. I like the length of it and I like the width of it. But I'll do a better analysis of these two. But the heads are similar, but they're not the same. So it just kind of gives you a heads up. I'm gonna actually send these two razors off to John, aka Latherhog. He's gonna borrow these and he's sending me one to use, a couple to use. So really great to be able to kind of trade razors around and get to try some that you don't have to, you can kind of help each other out. So that works great. So anyways, and I would say that the America razor is one of the most efficient razors I've ever used. So I think it's the most efficient of the three, the most blade feel of the three, although again, not super aggressive, but on that razor and the Yates razor, definitely have to dial the angle in to not, the blade will let you know it's there if you don't get that angle right. All right, so final step here. I'm gonna try to get a little splash on there, so shake it up. I'm gonna shake it again. Little shake, shake, shake. Yeah, I'm still getting the fruitiness. And it's not, it's a little, I mean, I can smell the lime. It's not as, I'm getting a little bit more of the citrus rather than just like the sweet fruit I got off the soap on the splash. Again, I don't think it's a dark scent. I don't know that that was the best way, in my opinion, to describe the scent as a darker version of the other. It's different for sure, but I wouldn't call it, I personally, I don't think it's dark in any way. So there you have it. But the splash feels great, wonderful splash. A&E products are top notch for sure in terms of quality. Just wasn't the scent for me in the long run. So thanks for tuning in today, folks. We'll see you soon on the channel.